All right, sleeping with the numbers, betting picks for week 5. The first game we got, it's over in Europe. We got the Jets versus the Falcons. The Falcons are 2.5-point favorites, 45-point over-under. Falcons minus 145 money line, Jets at plus 120. Pat, who do you have in this matchup? No Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, I think knowing that, I thought Zach Wilson looked good. So give me the Jets to win. I'm going to take the under, though. I think it's going to be a low-scoring affair, and obviously Jets to cover.
Yeah, I'll take the Jets to cover, but I think I am still going to stick with Atlanta winning, and I'll go under as well here. Next matchup, we have the New England Patriots traveling to Houston to take on the Texans. Patriots are 7.5-point favorites. Very low over-under, second lowest of the week at 39 points. Patriots money line at minus 400. Texas at plus 320. What do you got here?
I'm going to take the Patriots to win, to cover, and then I'm going to definitely hit the under. I think the Patriots are going to definitely win, but it'll definitely be low.
Yeah, I agree with you on all three of those. I made the mistake of taking Houston plus 18 against Buffalo, and that didn't work out. I'm not making that mistake again. Next, we got a battle for Florida. The Miami Dolphins go to Tampa Bay to take on the Buccaneers. Bucs are 10-point home favorites with an over-under of 48 points and a minus 475 money line. Don't actually take that bet in real life. And then plus 350 for the Dolphins.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Tampa Bay to win money line and to cover. And I think it's going to be under. I don't think Miami's going to get a lot of points this game.
Yeah, I agree with the cover and the win for Tampa. This one's very even for me. Just to be different, I'm going to take the over 48. Next matchup, the 1-3 Eagles are going to Carolina to take on the 3-1 Panthers. Panthers are minus 3 point home favorites with a 45.5-point over under. 84% of the public is on that over. Just a little blurb there. And then Panthers minus 165 money line, Eagles at plus 140. Actually, a little surprised that it is that close on the money line.
Yeah, I got as well. I think Carolina should cover. And we always talk about this. Don't go with the public. So I'm going to take the under.
Yeah, I'm taking all three with you there. So the Titans 2-2 go to take on the winless Jaguars. Jags are 4.5-point home underdogs at the moment with over under of 48.5 points. AJ Brown should be back in this game. No Julio still. Minus 200 money line for the Titans, plus 170 for the Jags. Do the Jags get their first win here?
Absolutely not. I think Derrick Henry's going to rush all over Jacksonville. So give me the under. Give me Tennessee to cover and Tennessee to win.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to take the under there. It's going to be a Derrick Henry type of game. I don't think A.J. Brown is fully healthy. Give me the Titans a win, but I'll be different here on the spread. I'll take the Jags to cover. Then Patrick, our home matchup here. Steelers are 1.5 home underdog at the moment. I believe they were minus 1 favorites when this line opened, but currently 1.5 underdog. Very low over under of 39 points. Broncos are minus 125 on the money line, plus 105 for the Steelers. Do we keep losing here?
I don't think so, because Melvin Gordon's also listed on the injury report, as well as Cortland Sutton. So the Broncos don't really have an offense. So as long as the Steelers can score something, I think the Steelers are going to win. So give me the Steelers to win, but I think that it's definitely going to be the under. It's going to be a low-scoring affair.
Yeah, I'll take all three of those. Next, we got a divisional matchup. The 0-4 Lions are taking on the 1-3 Vikings. Vikings, even with a terrible record, are still minus 10 home favorites with a over-under of 49.5, minus 455 on the money line for Minnesota, plus 350 for the Lions. Is this game going to go any different for the Lions?
Yeah, I could totally see the Vikings running away with this one, even if Dalvin Cook doesn't play. The Lions may not have a healthy running back, and I could see them getting scored on a lot. So give me the Vikings to win, to cover, and I think it might be the over, just assuming that the Vikings are going to go all out.
I think the Vikings win here. I am going to take Detroit to cover. I know their defense isn't great, but I do like their offense. I guess it will really depend on, like you said, the health of the running backs there. But I'll take Lions to cover, Vikings to win. And for the over-under, I'll take the under here, under 49.5. I agree with you. Next, we have a high-scoring matchup, which I'm a little surprised at here, but Packers are only minus 3 away favorites against the Cincinnati Bengals with an over-under of 51 points. Packers at a very nice money line of minus 155, Bengals at plus 130. I'll take this one first. I'll take the Packers to cover, Packers to win, and give me the over. I think this might end up being a shootout with the Packers just really taking it to them.
I'm going to agree with the first two. I think I'm a little bit hesitant on the over because I think without Mixon, I think that the Bengals are going to be forced to throw a lot, and it's not going to go very well for them. So give me the under.
Next, we got two 2-2 teams. The New Orleans Saints are taking on the Washington football team. Saints are -2.5 away favorites, which I don't agree with, but an over under of 43.5 points. Saints -143 on the DraftKings Sportsbook for the money line, plus 125 for the Washington football team.
Yeah, I'm going to take Washington to win and to cover, and I think it is going to go to the over. We've seen that Washington keeps the games close, but they do usually score as much as the other teams, so I think it's going to probably be the over.
I think I agree with you on all three. I'll take Washington to win, cover, and I'll take the over. Next matchup, we got the Chicago Bears taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders getting their first loss last week, but they're still -5.5 point home favorites, an over under of 45.5 points. Raiders -240 on the money line, plus 200 for the Bears. I'm going to take the Raiders to cover, to win, and I'm going to take the over.
I'm going to agree with all three, and I'm going to give you a hot take. I think that the Raiders defense is going to get a pick six, and Justin Fields won't throw a touchdown.
I like that. I wonder what the odds are on that, but no, I 100% agree with that. Don't agree with Justin Fields being the starter going forward. Next matchup, this is one I'm really interested in watching. We have the Cleveland Browns 3-1 taking on the 3-1 Chargers. Chargers are 2.5 point home favorites. Over under of 47 points, -135 for the Chargers on the money line, plus 115 for the Browns.
I think I'm going to take the Chargers to win this one just because we know that Baker's dealing with this torn labrum injury or whatever they talked about earlier in the week. I don't see them throwing a whole lot. It's going to be the Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt show. So they're going to get a lot of work. I think that Justin Herbert's going to do very well as a Wells game. So give me the Chargers to win, Chargers to cover, and the over. I think it's going to be higher scoring.
Yeah, I'll take Chargers to win and cover. I'm gonna take the under here though. With the Baker injury, I don't know how faster pace their offense is going to be, but that doesn't really matter. That's not how they play. They run the ball a whole bunch, which runs a lot of time off the clock, giving I don't think enough time for both teams to be scoring. So I'm going to take the under there. Another divisional matchup here. The Giants go to AT&T Stadium to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys are a -7 home favorite. I believe this is the second highest over-under of the week at 52.5 points. Cowboys currently a -320 on the money line, plus 255 for the Giants. Do the Giants keep it going here with this win streak?
I don't think so at all. I think the Dallas has looked really good, and with Shepard and Slayton scheduled to miss again, I don't think the Giants are going to really do too much. It's going to really rely a lot on Saquon and Kadarius and Kenny G if he plays. So give me Dallas to win, Dallas to cover, and I think it's going to go the over, and I think most of those points are going to be Cowboys points.
Yeah, I'll go 2-3 here as well. I'm going to take -7 for the Cowboys and then the money line. I am going to take the under here because, as we've kind of talked about before, it takes two to tango. And if Cowboys are going to be the only one scoring here, even with a pretty bad defense, I don't think the Giants are going to get enough points to hit this over. Yet another divisional matchup here. We have the 49ers taking on the undefeated Arizona Cardinals. Cardinals are -5 home favorites. Over under of 48.5 points. And then a -235 money line for the Cards, plus 195 for the 49ers. Do the Cardinals get their first loss here at home?
I don't see it. It would be different if Jimmy G was starting, but I never like to take a gamble on a rookie quarterback starting. So I think the Cardinals are going to win and definitely cover. And then, like you kind of talked about, it takes two to tango. I think this is going to be a situation where it's going to be the under. I don't necessarily see San Francisco's offense gelling right away. Yeah,
it's an interesting one. The rookie quarterbacks this year have not really fared well. I think there's only one of them with a win, and that is Zach Wilson. So I'll take Cards to cover, Cards to win. I think I am going to take the over here just because I love the Cardinals offense, and I think they alone can put up 30-plus points, leaving not much allowed in order to hit that line for the 49ers. So I'll take the over on this one. And then Sunday Night Football, we'll have our puppy picks up for this one, and we slightly talked about it already, but this is the highest over-under of the week. I think the highest over-under of the season so far. Bills are taking on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. Chiefs are 2.5 point home favorites with a 56.5 point over-under. -150 for the Chiefs on the money line, plus 125 for the Bills. Pat, I think we know who we like in this matchup. Make it official.
Kansas City. No, we're going to pick the Bills money line. We're going to pick the Bills to cover, and we're probably going to pick the over because Josh Allen's going to have 6 touchdowns, and Mahomes will probably have 6 as well.
Yep, agreed. I want the Bills money line here. I think that's fantastic odds at plus 125. I don't think that you're ever going to get the Bills at plus odds again on the money line, so I will take this here. And then taking the Bills, of course, to cover if we're taking them the win. However, I am going to go for the under here. That's a very high point total. I understand the Bills are putting up 40 points on their own here, and the Chiefs can absolutely do that as well. This is one where I'm going to be fading the public. They're currently 73% on the over. I'm going to take my chances and say it's going to be the under.
Yeah, I guess now that you say that, I kind of regret saying the over, but I do want to believe that it's going to be the game that I want it to be and not the game that everyone expects it to be, which is just a defensive battle and two-star quarterbacks not living up to the game that we want.
Yeah, either way, all eyes on this game. This is the game of the week. I'm really excited for this one. We might be seeing an AFC Conference Championship matchup here. And then final game of the week, the 1-3 Colts, led by the broken ankle, sprained ankle Carson Wentz, going to Baltimore to play the 3-1 Ravens. Ravens are -7-point home favorites, 46-point over/under. Ravens are -320 on the money line, +250 for the Colts. I don't see this going any different. Ravens to win, Ravens to cover. And I'll take the under here because I don't think the Colts are going to be able to score.
Yeah, I agree with all three.
That'll do it. So check out our picks. They'll be up on our website. They'll be up on our sleeper. So that's going to do it. Check out our picks. They're going to be up on our website, sleepingwiththenumbers.com. And they'll be on our Action Networks. Links are going to be in the description. And we'll see you on Monday.